I'm just going to say it. Getting rich is hard AF. Period. Period. There's no other way to put it. And I know that there's a million YouTube videos out there that'll show you how easy it is, right? To spend 8 hours making a sticker on Etsy, and next thing you know, you're making $10,000 a weekend. I know they're out there. They're frustrating, by the way. It's a pet peeve of mine. But we're not talking about that today. We're talking about how difficult it is to actually get rich. And if you think about it, it makes perfect sense, right? Because let's just, for the sake of argument, let's consider rich $1 million plus in net worth. I would still consider that rich. So let's say you're in that group for America. That puts you in the top, somewhere in like the top 10% of Americans concerning wealth. What does that mean? If you're in the top 10% of anything, don't you have to be obsessed with whatever that thing is? You do, right? Like if you want to be if you're a basket weaver and you want to be in the top 10% for basket weaving, you need to be obsessed with basket weaving. If you want to play a professional sport, if you want to go to the NBA, you need to be in the top 10%, maybe even smaller. The point is you need to be obsessed with that sport. You need to be obsessed with eating right, with practicing, with giving up time with friends, with giving up time watching Netflix. And instead you need to spend that time focused on whatever it is you want to be in the top 10% of. So if you want to be in the top 10% financially, it makes perfect sense that you need to be obsessed with it, to be obsessed with making money. And I know that even saying that, right? Even saying I'm obsessed with making money, I'm obsessed with getting rich, it has a negative connotation to it. So if it makes you feel uncomfortable, like just hearing it, if it makes you feel like, I don't want to say that about myself, I understand that. Because like I said, it does have a negative connotation to it. I don't quite understand why, though. And I disagree with it. And I'd be the first to say that I'm obsessed with making money and I'm obsessed with being rich. I don't care how that sounds. Because I know what I mean. And I don't mean like I want to be rich just for the sake of being rich. I don't want to be rich just to like flex on other people or for the status of it. I don't care about any of that. I only want to be rich because I know the opportunities it provides. I know the freedoms it provides. I know the flexibility it provides. It takes care of myself and my family. Money can do a lot of things for you, right? A lot of things. I want to be rich, and I'm obsessed with making money. I'll be the first to say it. Are you? And before you answer that question, maybe take a minute and pause and kind of think about it. Do you have, because if you say yes, I want to be rich, and I want to be rich, which means that there should be some kind of works behind that to back that up. I want to be in the NBA. Okay. How long do you practice? What do you eat? What are your drills? I want to be the best basket weaver. Okay. What extra things do you do to beat out the other 90% of people to put you in the top 10%? So when asking yourself or saying, I want to be rich, let's do a quick exercise together. Let's look at your YouTube history. It can be 10 videos, 20 videos, 3 months back, 6 months back. What's in your YouTube history? Because if you want to be rich, it should be a telltale sign right there. Is your history chock full of financial education videos, or how to start a business, or how to invest, or how to improve a skill so you can go make more money? Is that what's in there? If so, okay, cool. I see you, at least in that regard, putting in some kind of work to try to be rich. What books are you reading? That's another question you can ask. If the answer is no, none of that lines up with what you're saying, I want to be rich, that's fine too. You can either adjust to line it up with that goal, or you can say, you know what, like it's a bit much. I don't really want to like sacrifice time with family. I want to have work-life balance. I want to be here and now because tomorrow's not promised. That's all true. And I'm not taking any digs at you. Live your life. But then I wouldn't say I want to be rich. Then I would say I would like to be rich. And I would differentiate that by saying, if you want to be rich, you have the works to show for it. If you would like to be rich, that just means like, oh, if it falls out of the sky right now, I'm more than happy to accept it. Okay? But the chances are I probably won't ever be rich. And again, that's fine. You have one life to live here. Do what works for you. I want to be rich. I'm obsessed with it. My YouTube history definitely shows it. So do the books I read. So do my conversations. I get obsessive about things. I want to be rich. For you, even if the answer is no, you don't want to be rich, you would just like to be rich, I would still advise maybe take care of your finances. Not maybe, definitely. Still take care of your finances. Spend less than you make. Have an emergency fund. Invest a little bit so you're okay when you're older. Okay? That doesn't mean you have to obsess about it now. But it's up to you. And I think it's a good self-assessment. Do I want to be rich? Do I want to be in the top 10%? Whatever the actual percentage is. If the answer is yes, do the work. Because it is work. It is dedication. It is time. It is hard. It's not overnight. And it's not easy. Hope this was helpful. See you next week.